So this is gonna be me in about 2 hours. You can pull that off.
Ricky, probably. They're not even gonna let you drive when they see your ability. They're gonna refuse to
tell them about my ability, please.
They might actually have one of those right now.
What?
Like one of the driver's ed cars where they have the passenger has a steering wheel and a brake.
I mean, I hope so.
I hope so too.
I'll let him drive and I'll be both you. Well, that's the only thing I have to worry about is the intercom.
Yeah, I can't do that. There's no way Towey.
Is Towey having a panic?
Do you know what I realized on the way here?
What? You've never driven a car before.
Very close. I've never driven stick.
Really?
Really.
Oh, this is great.
I'm actually sorry.
Are you good at stick?
Yeah, that was our first car.
Both
of our first car.
I'm not good at stick. I've never had a stick.
Right.
But,
I've never been taught. Never. Are you kidding me, dude? It's not my fault. I've never been taught and never owned one. I literally have the worst friends. This turns into a Talladega Nights Will Ferrell foot race. I'm taking this man right here.
Well,
most athletic here.
Maybe because I have jeans on. That's the only reason.
This guy has excuses 4 seconds in.
Yeah, he's real quick to the excuse.
4 seconds.
I just want to drive.
I mean, I've already accepted defeat at the foot race.
You're gonna get defeated in everything. You literally will not win.
We're not. I'm not looking at you with the camera for the rest of the day.
There's 0 chance.
0 chance.
You can't even drive a stick. You may not even end up moving forward. You're gonna roll backwards.
I'll roll somewhere.
There's like, you know, the stall factor, you know, you got like this much wiggle room
for
as
sure.
opposed to like this much.
But the thing is though, all he's gotta do is get up to like 4th or 5th gear in here and then he's done.
Then I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Then I just can't slow down.
All you really have to do is get out of not moving.
Yeah. You'll kill it a couple times, but then once
It's gonna take me a while to get from there to there.
Even
We'll
once
probably
you get
lap you once or twice.
honestly, they can.
There's no chance you're not laughing at me.
They can push you, and you can never have to even get it started.
Yeah. Driving by him in reverse.
Are you kidding me, dude? So I've literally never driven a stick before, and we don't know whether or not any of these cars are manual or automatic, so this is going to be interesting if I have to race on the track in a manual.
I'm just hoping they are sticks that you have to learn on the fly.
The NASCAR ride that we did was probably one of the coolest experiences I've ever had. I never expected to be able to drive a vehicle 160 plus miles per hour, let alone going around a NASCAR track, which you watch on TV and you kind of, at least in my mindset, I'm like, yeah, I could do that. That's pretty easy. And then we did a ride along, and that kind of changed my perception entirely about what we were about to embark on.
First impressions after the ride.
A little bit more intense than what I originally expected, I'll be honest.
How fast did you go?
It doesn't have a speedometer in it, but
right, it's RPMs,
I mean, it's
but
probably about 170, I would say.
Jeez.
That's what they told us at least, but 170.
Can you handle those kind of speeds?
I think the better question is, can Ryan Towey handle those kind of speeds?
I'm not worried.
You're not worried.
I'm not worried while riding.
Pre-ride interview with Towey, he claims he's not worried, but let's see what he says after he gets out of this car in about 10 minutes.
I'm not worried about the ride.
Oh, I'm sure you're not.
The drive is different.
The drive is different.
Different emotions for the drive.
How you feeling about the drive, Towey?
A little tense.
A little tense? How many times have you driven a manual?
A little apprehensive.
How many times have you driven a manual?
It's low. Overall it's low. It's give or take 1.
Okay.
The line is a half.
The line is
and I'd bet under.
Okay. So never.
It's not great.
Not great.
When we rode along with the professional driver, it was honestly kind of frightening going that fast around the track. I think more so because you have no control when you're riding along with the guy. And once I got in the car, it was a little bit easier. But I'll be honest, once I rode along with the professional before we actually got to drive, I almost decided, I don't think I can do this. I don't know if I can drive around this track at 160 miles per hour. After going in extremely confident, the ride along definitely changed some things for me.
You're sweating. That's gonna be me soon.
It's hot in there.
Wow, here we go.
The outfit is fitting because your head is up against the wall when you're in that car. So It was a pretty awesome experience. You go pretty fast. I haven't gone that fast before.
How's he gonna do?
He's gonna do well on the ride along. After the ride along, it's downhill from there.
Justin thinks I might bail on driving after the ride.
No way. You won't. You're not gonna bail.
I'm not bailing.
No bail.
No bails allowed.
Wow, he's a seasoned vet.
They're having car issues and Towey's getting in.
Oh god.
You were terrified.
It was real bad.
It was real bad.
Real bad.
I was trying to keep you calm and composed. At the same time, I was telling you, hey man, I don't think you should do this.
For the record, too, after you rode with the pro driver, none of us thought you were going to do it.
I almost bailed.
Yeah.
I almost completely quit. I was terrified.
I was pretty nervous after riding with the pro driver because you don't realize how fast you're going until you're actually in the car. Like if you're watching it from the side of the track, you don't notice.
My first thought, I had like a running monologue while I was in the seat. It was like, I can do this. Like I'm just sitting. I don't have to do anything right now. And then 4 seconds later, it's like, you can't expect me to drive one of these things. You can't actually think I'm going to drive this on the track.
Towey, what happened there?
You're telling me I'm supposed to drive in one of these?
Yeah, but you're not going that fast, dude. You have control of the pedal.
Right.
Hey, you are seatbelted in 5 different ways. Even if you crash, you're not going to die. I can't guarantee it, but I think.
If I'm driving yet.
What do you mean? You're not gonna. You didn't drive an hour and a half to not drive.
I haven't decided that.
You gotta drive.
We had driven all the way there, and XFINITY had helped prepare this entire event and had all these shots to do, and everything was, you know, storyboarded. A lot of preparation from a lot of people into this, and there's a whole film crew there from NASCAR Productions to shoot this with us, and everyone's looking at me. I can't not get in the car to drive. I can't do it.
Towey, how are you feeling in this moment?
I'm thinking this is a really terrible idea.
You're going to be fine. He's going to probably tune in as fast as thing. He probably will, to be honest. You got the brains quiet.
Now you're nice.
You ready?
Yep.
All right, now belongs to NASCAR. Yes, sir. Got duct tape on.
So I'm surprised that they let you drive by yourself with no driver in the car with you. All you got is the guy over the mic telling you, basically giving you instructions on what you can and cannot do, or when you should pass somebody, or when you should merge onto the actual racetrack off the tarmac.
Nice and smooth. Keep it up the good work. Keeping up the good work. Tell you what, if it got any better, I couldn't stand it. That is really the way it's supposed to be done right there.
When I first got into the car, I had talked extensively. And by extensively, I mean for like 20 minutes over the 4 basic questions you can even ask about driving a manual, because I was a little nervous to accelerate up to 150 plus miles an hour with my first time ever trying it. If we had that audio, second gear? It was third? I'm on the track now?
As if he can't see you.
Go ahead and go to 4th gear now.
Which one?
So we're about to drive on a NASCAR track at, how fast are you going to go?
I'm going to be going Ricky Bobby fast.
I'm going to go like 30, 40 miles an hour.
That was going to be that guy that's getting passed multiple times per lap.
Yeah, I don't know about this. I mean, that ride along.
Hey, look into this man's eyes and tell me you don't smell fear. Pure and utter fear out of this man.
I actually really want to bail on all of this, but it's being recorded by like an entire film crew and everyone's here and you're all going to see it, so I don't think bailing is really an option, but it's a priority right now.
It's a priority for you to race. You're a man of many talents, Ryan Towey. driving in general, let alone a NASCAR, is not even close to one of them.
You're going down to...
Justin Roy Brown, NASCAR driver. Got Ford 24 car. Roy's our boy. Roy's our boy.
The racetrack was incredible. It was a lot of fun. We got to drive race cars that had been driven in actual NASCAR races before.
Yeah.
So it was a blast. I think I was the fastest at like 163.20 miles an hour.
It doesn't sound like you think that. It sounds like you know that.
Yeah, I do know that I was the fastest.
Okay.
I'm not surprised about that too, by the way.
I didn't know what you would be capable of. You've never driven a manual car before. That's a pretty big aspect of driving a NASCAR.
Not like I've never had a manual car or like I wasn't very good at it. Like 0 attempts like in my life. Like never been in the driver's seat of a manual car.
However, you killed it. You killed it.
How did you end up doing?
Oh, I knew this was coming, Tao. I knew it, dude.
So going into it, you know, a lot of shit was talked by my friends. I have such nice friends.
You're gonna get defeated in everything. You literally will not win.
I'm not looking at you with the camera for the rest of the day.
There's 0 chance.
0 chance.
You can't even drive a stick. You may not even end up moving forward. You're gonna roll backwards.
And they wanted to let me know how funny it would be and how bad I would be at it and how great the day was going to go for everyone but me. And then we had a race and everyone sucked but me. And then Jason was a little bit better than me.
You were less than 1 mile per hour faster than me.
But if there was like, if you were to put it in an order.
Okay. First place
First to
was the luckiest thing I've ever been a part of. Lunchbox somehow took first place. He, I think, had 163 point something. You came in second. Oh, God, it just feels weird saying that. Oh, God.
It felt good. It felt pretty good to go fast.
You edged out Roy, who had Justin's first car was a manual. Actually, he's had 2 or 3 cars that have been manual, so it's pretty embarrassing that he lost to you in a stick shift driving NASCAR.
It's pretty bad on the track.
Yeah.
You came in second with 163 point something, but it was a little bit less than Jason. And then I was in third, respectably, of course.
I'm gonna be going Ricky Bobby fast.
Justin was at 162 point something.
162.99 or something like that. And then Elamite Warrior, your boy.
I'm not as impressed by race car drivers anymore. I do that all day.
Oh, this guy, dude.
Kyle was down in like the 150s, or maybe even high 140s. I don't remember what it was, but he was substantially lower.
Somewhere down in the $1.50 mark. Somewhere down there.
He crossed the 150.
He was going real slow. He was like that grandma that's kind of just can't get it going. He was real confident going in, and I was like, wow, man, this guy might be kind of tough to beat. He's going to go fast. Turns out, either my warrior, he doesn't go fast.
Congratulations on your first win and starting off strong to the fall season, and best of luck in your matches tomorrow as well.
Yep. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Take it easy.
Slowest NASCAR racer.
Oh, baby.
Is it true?
We'll see what happens this weekend.
Is it true?
It's not true at all.
The shoots they had us do were pretty neat. They had a bunch of different stuff they mocked up beforehand or drew up that we would do during the actual race day. So
we got to kind of experience pit road a little bit. We got to actually be on the track, walking around and everything. So that was really cool to kind of just get an insider's perspective going into like the pit garages and everything like that. And also they kind of made Towey, your boy, look a little bit suspect behind the wheel.
They had storyboarded out different funny scenarios of having like the, you know, EG team on the track. Like what kind of funny scenarios can we put them in? It was all me. Anything funny that would happen was me.
I just want to talk to you two guys quick. I think I hit on it before, but this is like in your audio, you want to be egging him on, kind of making fun of him because it's going slow. Will you be able to hear us? We will. So that's what's important. Yeah.
Which I will say, I've driven with Towey, rode with Towey many times. He's not the best driver I've ever ridden with. I'm just being honest. Let's just be honest here.
Okay.
And they kind of made it out. You're not a bad driver.
Okay.
you're just not the best. Okay. You're somewhere middle of the pack.
That's fair.
You're like an Elamite Warrior behind the wheel.
Like an above average second place out of 4, though.
Like an above average second place out of 4.
Okay.
Even though you were the second fastest all time.
All time.
For Team EG.
All time.
I mean, you went faster than the guy that's owned 3 manual cars.
It's very embarrassing for
Yeah.
Justin Roy Brown.
Yeah.
This Saturday, the 17th of September, we are going to be at the Chicagoland Speedway at the NASCAR event. The entire EG team is going to be there.
We will have an event in the morning at 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. in the Xfinity Zone on the track to be able to play with fans. There will be a few drivers there as well. There'll be tons of giveaways, both with Halo and the new NASCAR Heat Evolution game, as well as tablets and a few other, EG jerseys and stuff. So anyone who's a fan of Halo, fan of our team, fan of NASCAR really should come check it out.
My third place finish in the NASCAR racing experience was probably, in my opinion, the biggest fluke that has ever happened in the history of the universe.
I do anticipate the live NASCAR experience results will translate directly over to the NASCAR Heat Evolution game. I feel like, Lunchbox is definitely going to be pretty talented at the game, but personally I'm just not concerned with Roy. He doesn't really pose as much of a threat.
He was a full second slower.
I mean, that's literally light years in this sport.
Yeah.
He'd be out.
Right.
Wouldn't qualify.
Not happening.
I mean, it's a four car heat. I think top 2 advance.
Yeah. He's not in the top 2.
I would definitely say, in my expert opinion, if we had another race in the NASCAR Heat Evolution game, I will definitely be taking first place if it was between me, you, and Jason. So I'm just going to throw that out there. This is a challenge to you guys. I'll bet whatever you guys want, I will beat you at this game. If we go back out on the track, I'll beat you at that as well. Let me know.